Hi, this is Pastor Timothy Appel of Faith Lutheran Church in Godfrey, Illinois, host of Sharper Iron here on KFUO. Thanks for being a regular podcast listener of the program. We are starting a new series on Sharper Iron that will take us all the way to right before Christmas. And that series is called Nothing But Christ Crucified. In this series, we will be reading the epistle of 1 Corinthians. Now, if you've ever been in a congregation where groups of people don't always get along, where there are factions, if you've ever been in a congregation that has had questions about Christian doctrine and practice, what do we believe? How should we live? And let's just be honest, who hasn't been a part of that kind of congregation? Well, then St. Paul's words to the church in Corinth will resonate with you. The Apostle Paul first proclaimed the gospel in Corinth during his second missionary journey. It's described in Acts chapter 18. And the Lord brought forth the fruit of a Christian congregation there in Corinth. That congregation was enriched by God's gifts in abundant ways. But as is always the case when groups of sinners get together, division and doubt attacked the Corinthian Christians. So they wrote to St. Paul with questions about the Christian life and faith. That correspondence from the congregation itself, combined with other reports that St. Paul had received about a variety of troubles in Corinth, all of that led to this letter that we call 1 Corinthians. And yet for all of the issues that St. Paul addresses within this letter, he writes to these Christians as such. He addresses them as saints, his brothers in the faith, those beloved by God. Through it all, St. Paul aims to keep the Corinthians' focus squarely upon the power and wisdom of God for their salvation and for ours. Christ crucified. Join us on Sharper Iron to study 1 Corinthians so that together we might learn to know and to love Jesus Christ, crucified, risen, and ascended for you.